Beloved child, hear me with trembling, for I do not come to you today with only fire in my hands or thunder in my voice. I come with tears streaming from my eyes. I am Michael, the Archangel, the defender of heaven's armies, the protector of God's people, the warrior who has stood against darkness for ages, and yet today I am in tears. Do you understand the weight of that? When the strongest weeps, when the mightiest bends low, it is because eternity itself is pressing in with urgency. I do not cry for myself. I do not cry for heaven is secure. I cry for you. I cry because I see the path before you, and I know what lies upon it. I see the shadows gathering, the snares being laid, the storms preparing to break. I cry because I know how near tragedy waits when truth is ignored. I cry because I have been sent again and again, and still too many scroll past, too many close their ears, too many dismiss the mercy of heaven as noise. Beloved, my tears fall because of love. I am begging you, yes, begging you, not to skip this message, not to shrug it off, not to click away, not to say, maybe later. Do you not understand? Later is not promised. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. The window is open now, and heaven leans close to speak. Every second you delay is a second where shadows creep closer. Every moment you ignore is a moment the enemy uses to tighten his chains. I see your questions. Why would an angel beg? Why would Michael cry? Because this is not a small matter. This is not casual. This is not entertainment. This is destiny, eternity, life and death. When heaven bends low enough for its warrior to weep, it is because mercy is running out of time. It is because love refuses to stay silent. It is because this message was written with your name etched into it. And to skip it would be to throw away the very lifeline heaven has stretched toward you. My tears fall because I know what regret looks like. I have seen it etched on countless faces. I have heard the endless wails of those who ignored, those who delayed, those who said, "It's nothing." They cry still and their tears do not stop. But you, beloved, you still have a choice. You still have a moment. You still have mercy reaching for you. That is why I weep. That is why I beg. That is why this message shakes with urgency. Beloved, do not think my tears make me weak. They make me true. For even a warrior knows that battles are not only fought with swords, they are fought with love, with warning, with pleading. Today I fight for you with tears. I fight for you with words. I fight for you by begging, do not skip this message. Hear it, receive it. Let it pierce you. Let it awaken you. This is the cry of heaven through me. You are loved too much to be left blind. You are chosen too carefully to be abandoned. You are valued too deeply to be ignored. Heaven has seen your pain, your questions, your hidden tears. And now heaven answers with my tears. Child of destiny, you matter. That is why I weep. That is why I beg. That is why I cry. Do not skip this message. Beloved child, the tears I shed are not without cause. They fall because there is a message of mercy that has been delivered into my hands, and I am commanded to bring it to you. Mercy is not a word written on paper. It is a living force that surrounds you even now. Mercy is the reason your breath continues, the reason you were guided here, the reason this very moment was written into your story. Heaven cries through me. Do not skip this message, for mercy is reaching for you one last time. The Almighty has watched your journey. He has seen the nights you thought no one noticed. He has counted the sighs you gave when no words would come. He has followed you into the silent corners where your thoughts felt too heavy to share. You have asked, does anyone see? Does anyone hear? Does anyone care? Beloved, heaven's answer is yes. I am here today because heaven both sees and cares, and this message of mercy is proof. But listen carefully. Mercy is not endless delay. Mercy is an open window, and that window does not remain forever. Mercy is the extended hand of God, and one day that hand withdraws. I weep because I see how close the window is to closing, how near the hand is to pulling back. You cannot wait. You cannot say later. Later has already stolen too many of your moments. Mercy is for now. Mercy says to you, you are not forgotten. Mercy says, you are not abandoned. Mercy says, though others may have overlooked you, though you may have overlooked yourself, heaven has carved your name into its very being. This is not exaggeration. It is truth. If heaven had wanted to abandon you, this message would not exist. If heaven had decided you were finished, my tears would not flow. But here I stand, begging you, because mercy insists, your story is not over. Child of destiny, mercy is not weakness. It is strength disguised as patience. It is the fire of judgment held back for your sake. It is the flood of blessing delayed until you are ready to receive it. Mercy is the reason you have survived what should have destroyed you. Mercy is the reason doors have closed that would have harmed you. Mercy is the reason warnings have reached you again and again. Do not skip mercy. Do not treat it lightly. To treat mercy lightly is to turn away the very hand that saves. To skip mercy is to step out of the shelter just as the storm breaks. To ignore mercy is to refuse the medicine and embrace the sickness. That is why I cry. That is why I beg. This is not a time for delay. This is a time for surrender. Beloved child, I want you to understand something deep. Mercy is a gift you cannot buy, earn, or manufacture. It is given freely, but it is not cheap. It cost heaven dearly, and it arrives in your life with tears in my eyes because it matters that much. Mercy is the voice that says, I still choose you even when you walked away. Mercy is the hand that lifts you when you have fallen for the 100th time. Mercy is the light that follows you into the valley where you thought you would be swallowed. Mercy is not blind to your mistakes. It sees them all, yet it refuses to leave you in them. Do you know why I weep? Because so many hear of mercy and shrug. They say, I have time. I will change later. I can live how I want now and return when I am older. They believe mercy is permanent. They believe mercy will wait forever. But I see the scrolls in heaven, and I know mercy has its seasons. It comes like rain, but when it is ignored, the ground grows dry. It comes like dawn, but when it is dismissed, night returns. Beloved, this is your dawn. Do not sleep through it. Mercy also speaks directly to your wounds, the betrayal you suffered, the people who left when you needed them most, the loneliness that has haunted your nights. You thought you were abandoned, but mercy whispers, even in your abandonment I was there. Even when others walked away, I stood guard. Even when you cried alone, I counted your tears. I see a vision of a garden neglected. The soil is dry, the plants withered, the leaves fallen. But beneath the soil, the roots still live. With one rain, with one gentle watering, life will rise again. That garden is you. You feel like you are withered, too far gone, too empty. But mercy is the rain, and it says, I will water you again. You will rise again. You will bloom again. Child of light, do not underestimate what happens when you receive mercy. It does not just cover the past, it reshapes the future. It does not only cancel sorrow, it creates joy. It does not simply prevent regret, it builds testimony. One yes to mercy can rewrite an entire destiny. One whisper of surrender can rewrite a lifetime of pain. This is why I beg you, do not skip this moment. The danger is not that mercy is weak. The danger is that your heart may grow too hard to receive it. That is why I speak with urgency. The more you ignore, the more you resist, the easier it becomes to stay in shadow. The enemy knows this, which is why he tempts you to delay. But every delay makes it harder to say yes. Every skipped message adds another layer of stone around your heart. That is why mercy cries through me now. Say yes before it is too late. Beloved, imagine the joy of waking tomorrow knowing the wait is gone. Imagine the peace of laying down tonight with no fear of what the secret may hold. Imagine the strength of walking forward free from lies, free from chains, free from regret. That is the gift of mercy. It does not trickle. It floods. It does not scratch the surface. It transforms to the roots. Say aloud, even softly, I welcome mercy. I do not deserve it, but I receive it. I will not skip it. I will not ignore it. When you speak this, heaven hears. Angels move. The chains tremble. Darkness loses its grip. Your yes is stronger than you realize. Beloved child, let me press this deeper into your heart. Mercy is not only heaven's gift, it is heaven's last call. It is the knock on the door before the storm breaks. It is the hand stretched out before the flood rises. It is the voice crying out before the silence comes. I weep because I know many hear this call and still choose to close their ears. Do not be among them. Mercy is more than forgiveness. Mercy is alignment. It is heaven drawing you back onto the right path before you wander too far. It is the map when you are lost, the compass when you are confused, the anchor when you are drifting. You asked for direction. You prayed for clarity. You cried out for peace. Beloved, mercy is the answer, and this message is the signpost. I see a vision of a burning lamp placed in a dark room. The shadows try to stretch, but they cannot cross the circle of its light. That lamp is mercy. It does not erase the existence of darkness, but it stops darkness from swallowing you. If you skip this message, you step outside the circle of light. But if you receive it, you remain protected, guided, and safe. Child of light, remember this. Mercy never arrives empty-handed. It always brings gifts. Peace for your heart, strength for your soul, clarity for your mind, joy for your spirit. It rebuilds what was broken. It heals what was wounded. It restores what was stolen. It crowns you with hope again. You may feel unworthy, but mercy does not measure worth. It flows freely because of love. Beloved, as I wipe these tears from my face, I remind you once more. This message itself is mercy. The fact that you are hearing it proves you are not abandoned. The fact that you feel it pressing on your heart proves you are chosen. The fact that you cannot shake it proves you are loved. Heaven did not have to send this word, but it did. Do not waste what was sent for you. Say it once more in your spirit. I receive mercy. I will not skip this message. I will not ignore heaven's voice. That declaration seals your heart. It opens the door wider. It allows mercy to pour in without resistance. And hear this final sentence of this section as if it were carved in stone. Archangel Michael is in tears, begging you not to skip this message, because mercy is reaching for you right now. Do not ignore it. Do not delay. Do not walk away. Beloved child, the tears of Michael are not only a display of sorrow, they are a warning. For there is a danger greater than the secret itself, greater than the betrayal, greater than the storm waiting ahead. That danger is this: skipping the message heaven sends. Do not be deceived into thinking that ignoring this word is harmless. To skip what heaven delivers is to step past the lifeline thrown into the sea. To scroll away from prophecy is to turn your back on the very rescue you asked for in prayer. The enemy whispers, "It's just another message, you can skip it." But I tell you with fire in my bones, skipping this is a choice, and choices carry consequences. Every time a word from heaven comes to you, a seed is planted. If you water it with faith, it grows into a tree of blessing. If you trample it with unbelief, you starve yourself of fruit. And every skipped message is like pulling up the seed before it can sprout. How many blessings have been lost? How many miracles delayed? How many doors closed, not because heaven withheld them, but because man skipped the message? Beloved, I see in the spirit the tragedy of those who skipped. They heard the voice once and said, "Later." They heard it again and said, "Not for me." They heard it a third time and said, "I'll listen when I'm ready." But the window closed. The opportunity passed. And when the storm broke, they had no shelter. They wept bitterly, crying, "If only I had listened when mercy spoke." Their tears are endless, and their regret cannot be undone. The danger of skipping is not only eternal, it is immediate. Skipping makes the heart grow colder. Skipping hardens the ears to the sound of heaven. Skipping builds walls of indifference that keep mercy outside. One skipped message feels small, but it is the first brick in a wall of unbelief. And when the wall is built, even the loudest cry of heaven cannot break through. Child of light, this is why I weep. Because I see how easily hearts dismiss what is holy, how quickly minds treat prophecy as noise, how often people turn away from the very thing that could have saved them, and once the chance is gone, it cannot be recovered. Skipping does not simply delay blessing, it cancels it. Skipping does not simply waste time, it wastes destiny. You asked heaven for help, you prayed for answers, you cried for clarity, and now the answer is here, clothed in tears, wrapped in mercy, burning with urgency. Will you skip it? Or will you say, "This is for me. I will listen. I will not ignore"? The choice is yours, and the choice is heavy. Beloved child, let me show you a vision. I see a lamp burning in the darkness. Its flame is steady, its glow enough to light your path. But the traveler who walks nearby says, "I don't need it. I'll keep walking my way." He skips the lamp, he skips the light, and soon he stumbles, falls into a pit, and cries for help. The lamp was enough, the light was available, but he skipped it, and so he fell. This is the danger of skipping. The fall is not because light was absent, but because light was ignored. Skipping is not neutral, it is a decision. Every time you turn away from a message heaven sent, you choose blindness over sight, silence over truth, sorrow over joy. The enemy celebrates when you skip because his power grows in the absence of truth. Lies multiply where prophecy is ignored. Chains tighten where warnings are dismissed. Shadows deepen where light is skipped. Child of destiny, I weep because I see the cycle. One message skipped, then another, then another. The voice grows faint, the urgency feels less sharp, the fire less burning. Soon the heart whispers, "Maybe God never spoke to me at all." This is the tragedy of skipping. It convinces you that silence is normal, that distance is natural, that absence is acceptable. But none of this is true. Heaven never stopped speaking. It was skipped, ignored, overlooked. Beloved, the danger of skipping is also this. It builds regret. Regret is heavier than any chain. Regret whispers louder than any demon. Regret wakes you in the night and asks, "Why didn't you listen when you had the chance?" I see souls tormented not by what they did, but by what they ignored. Not by the battles they lost, but by the warnings they skipped. Skipping does not only bring sorrow in the future, it plants sorrow into your very memory, a sorrow that replays again and again. And what is most painful is this: regret cannot be undone. You cannot return to the message you skipped yesterday. You cannot reclaim the word you ignored last week. The window closes, the door shuts, the chance passes. That is why I beg you, do not add another skipped moment to your list of regrets. Let this be the moment you say yes. I see again the tears falling, not only from my eyes, but from heaven's heart. For every time a message is skipped, mercy is dishonored, love is rejected, grace is dismissed. Do not think heaven shrugs and moves on. Heaven weeps because heaven knows what ignoring leads to. Heaven knows the tears that follow. Heaven knows the tragedy that could have been avoided. Beloved, do not be hardened. Do not say, "This is only a video. This is only words." No, this is prophecy. This is intervention. This is mercy wearing urgency, crying through me so that you cannot escape the truth. You are loved too much to be left blind. You are chosen too carefully to be left wandering. You are valuable beyond measure, and that is why heaven warns you. Do not skip. Let me repeat it until it burns in you. Skipping is not harmless. Skipping is deadly. Skipping is choosing sorrow. Skipping is choosing regret. Do not do it. Stay. Listen. Believe. Receive. This is the only safe response to heaven's call. Beloved child, let this final portion of warning settle in you like fire. Skipping this message may feel small in the moment, but in eternity it is heavy. The click of dismissal, the shrug of indifference, the decision to turn away, it echoes louder in the spirit realm than you realize. The enemy rejoices when you skip because every skip strengthens his grip. Heaven weeps when you skip because every skip rejects mercy. I see a vision of a bridge stretched across a canyon. On one side is your present struggle. On the other side is freedom, joy, and blessing. The bridge is this message, these very words, this prophecy wrapped in urgency. But many glance at the bridge and turn away. They say, "It looks too narrow. It looks too difficult. I'll wait for another way." But no other way comes. The bridge they skipped was the only way forward. Beloved, this is the danger. You cannot afford to walk away from the very bridge built for you. Do not let comfort deceive you. The path of skipping feels easy at first. It feels like relief. No need to wrestle, no need to change, no need to surrender. But soon, that comfort rots. Soon that ease turns into chains. Soon that relief becomes regret. The path of skipping is wide, but it always ends in sorrow. The path of listening is narrow, but it ends in life. Beloved, I beg you, do not let this be another skipped moment in your story. Do not add another entry to the book of regret. Let this be the time you say, "I hear, I believe, I will not ignore." The danger of skipping is real, but so is the blessing of listening. Let me leave this section with words you cannot forget. If you skip this message, you will cry forever. If you believe it, you will rejoice forever. There is no middle ground. There is no neutral response. Skipping is a decision, and so is listening. One leads to sorrow, the other leads to joy. Choose joy, choose mercy, choose to stay, to hear, to believe. Beloved, the tears I shed are not only for warning, they are also for hope. For if you listen, if you refuse to skip, then all of heaven rejoices. Mercy floods your life, blessing crowns your days, peace steadies your heart. The danger is real, but so is the promise. This is the danger of skipping. This is why I weep. This is why I beg. Do not skip. Do not delay. Do not walk away. Stay, listen, and live. Beloved child, you have heard of mercy. You have been warned of the danger of skipping, but now you must feel the deeper heartbeat of heaven itself. For this message does not come from me alone. It rises from the very throne of God. It is the cry of heaven, carried on the wings of angels, pressed into the earth through my tears, spoken now into your life. Do not imagine heaven is distant, cold, or unmoved. No, heaven weeps with you. Heaven longs for you. Heaven cries out when you wander, when you delay, when you skip. This cry is not the sound of weakness. It is the sound of love so fierce, so unyielding, so unstoppable, that it bends the heavens low just to reach you. I see in the spirit a vast throne room, radiant with light, filled with the sound of worship. Yet amid the songs I hear another sound, the cry of intercession. Angels bow low, weeping not for themselves, but for the souls of men and women teetering at the edge of decision. Heaven knows what ignoring brings. Heaven knows the weight of regret. Heaven knows the endless sorrow of those who skip the words sent to rescue them. And so heaven cries, "Beloved, my tears are not mine alone. They are the overflow of heaven's tears. They are the echo of the cry that never ceases, the cry that rises like incense day and night. Father, have mercy. Father, draw them near. Father, let them not skip the message of love. You are the reason for this cry. Your name is on heaven's lips. Your face is before heaven's eyes. The cry is for you. Child of destiny, do not mistake this cry for condemnation. It is not the cry of a judge eager to punish. It is the cry of a parent desperate to save their child from danger. Have you ever heard the sound of a parent screaming when their child runs into the street? That is not anger. That is love louder than fear. So it is with heaven. The cry you hear now is love screaming through the corridors of eternity, warning you, begging you, pleading with you. Do not skip. Do not ignore. Do not walk away. Heaven's cry is also a song of hope. For as much as it weeps for those who ignore, it rejoices for those who believe. The same tears that fall for warning shine with joy when one soul listens. And beloved, if you say yes, if you refuse to skip, then heaven's cry will turn from sorrow to celebration. The throne room will erupt, angels will rejoice, the cry will shift from pleading to praising. This one has listened, this one has believed, this one is saved from regret. Beloved, this is the cry of heaven. It shakes the heavens and the earth, it echoes through angels and prophets, it flows through my own tears, and now it flows into your heart. Do not silence it. Do not run from it. Do not cover your ears. Receive it. Honor it. Respond to it. Beloved child, the cry of heaven is not faint. It is thunder clothed in tears. It shakes the heavens because it carries both urgency and compassion. Imagine the sound of thousands of voices all rising together, not in anger, but in pleading. That is what I hear when I stand near the throne, angels crying out on behalf of humanity. Prophets interceding for the ones yet to awaken. The Spirit Himself groaning with words too deep for language, all of it forming one chorus. Do not skip. Do not miss your moment. Do not waste the mercy of God. I see a vision of a river. Its waters roar, crashing over rocks, flowing with power. Yet within the roar I hear words. Mercy, mercy, mercy. The cry of heaven is like that river, unceasing, unstoppable, overwhelming. It flows even now, and you are standing at its edge. You can step in and be carried by its blessing, or you can turn away and let the waters rush past you forever. Heaven cries because heaven does not want you left behind. Child of destiny, understand this. The cry of heaven is not for heaven's sake. Heaven is secure. The throne cannot be shaken. The angels will not be overthrown. The cry of heaven is for your sake, for your salvation, for your destiny. You are the one at risk. You are the one who must choose. You are the one mercy is reaching for. This cry is proof that you are seen, that you are valued, that you are loved beyond measure. Beloved, the cry of heaven is also a cry of justice. For too long lies have spoken louder than truth. For too long deception has hidden in the shadows. For too long chains have bound the innocent. Heaven's cry is no more. It is the sound of the Almighty rising to defend you. It is the sound of angels preparing to expose the hidden secret. It is the sound of truth breaking forth. But if you skip this moment, if you dismiss this prophecy, you place yourself outside of the protection that cry is meant to give. I see again the throne, surrounded by fire and light. The cry rises like thunder, then turns into a whisper in your ear. That whisper is gentle, tender, personal. Beloved, this is for you. Do not skip. Do not ignore. Do not walk away. Imagine the God of eternity bending close just to whisper in your spirit. That is mercy. That is love. That is why I weep. Child, let this truth burn into you. The cry of heaven will not last forever. One day the cry will cease, not because heaven has grown weary, but because the time of warning will be over. The door will shut, the window will close, The cry will be replaced by silence, and in that silence, regret will echo forever. This is why heaven cries so loudly now, because later there will be no more chance. Beloved, the cry of heaven is around you even now. It speaks through my voice. It presses on your heart. It surrounds you like a wind you cannot escape. Do not resist it. Do not fight it. Do not harden yourself against it. Let it break you. Let it melt you. Let it move you to say yes. For that yes will transform everything. Beloved child, let me press this cry into your spirit one last time. The sound of heaven is not background noise. It is the very heartbeat of eternity. When you hear it, you are being invited into alignment with heaven's love. When you feel it, you are touching the very mercy that holds back judgment. When you respond to it, you are stepping into the safety of God's arms. I see a vision of a watchman on a wall. He blows the trumpet, his voice shaking with urgency. Below, some cover their ears, saying, "It is nothing." Others laugh, saying, "The sound is too dramatic." And yet when the storm arrives, when the enemy floods the gates, those who mocked the trumpet are the ones who cry the loudest. Beloved, this is why heaven cries, not to annoy you, not to exaggerate, but to awaken you before it is too late. The cry of heaven is also a cry of longing. Do you not know how much you are loved? Do you not know how deeply you matter? Heaven does not cry because you are worthless. Heaven cries because you are priceless. Angels do not weep because you are forgotten. They weep because you are chosen. This is why I, Michael, am in tears. Because heaven values you so highly that even the strongest are moved to weep when you stand at risk of skipping the message that could save your soul. Beloved, you must decide how you will answer the cry. Will you harden your heart, cover your ears, skip the words and walk away? Or will you open yourself, humble yourself, and whisper yes? That single yes is enough to shift the cry of heaven from pleading to rejoicing. Do you not want to hear heaven rejoice over you? Do you not long to know that the throne room is celebrating because you listened, because you believed, because you refused to skip? Let me seal this section with these words. The cry of heaven is for you. It has reached you today. Do not skip it. Do not dismiss it. Do not silence it. Respond with yes. Respond with faith. Respond with belief. And when you do, the cry of heaven will transform into a song of joy that will follow you all the days of your life. Beloved child, let me close this section with the deepest truth. The cry of heaven is not only around you, it is within you. The unease you have felt, the tug you could not explain, the tears that came without reason, these were not random emotions. They were the echo of heaven's cry inside your soul. You have been hearing it for longer than you realize. It is why you are here now. It is why this message found you. The cry of heaven has been pursuing you, and today it finally speaks clearly. Do not silence that cry. Do not bury it under distraction. Do not drown it in noise. Let it be the sound that shapes your choice. Let it guide you like a compass. Let it lead you out of the shadows and into the light. Heaven's cry is a lifeline. Do not cut it loose. I see a vision of a child lost in the crowd. The parent calls their name, crying out again and again. The child hears but hesitates, distracted by other voices, tempted to wander further. But the cry keeps coming, stronger, louder, filled with love. Finally, the child turns, runs back, and falls into the parent's arms. Beloved, you are that child. Heaven is that parent. The cry you hear now is the sound of God calling your name, waiting for you to run back into His arms. And here is the promise. If you respond, if you refuse to skip, if you say yes to the cry, then sorrow will end and joy will begin. The cry of warning will turn into the cry of celebration. The tears of pleading will turn into tears of joy. The mourning of heaven will shift into dancing. The same angels who interceded for you will now rejoice over you. The throne room that cried for your rescue will sing for your victory. Beloved child, the cry of heaven is proof that you are loved, chosen, and destined. The fact that you hear it means there is still hope. The fact that it shakes you means your heart is not yet hardened. The fact that you cannot ignore it means heaven has not given up on you. This is your moment. This is your chance. This is your turning point. So hear it one last time in this section. The cry of heaven is for you. Do not skip this message. Do not ignore it. Do not walk away. Heaven weeps for you. Heaven pleads for you. Heaven calls for you. Say yes now, and the cry will become your song of victory. Beloved child, tears do not fall without meaning. They are not wasted. They are not empty. They are not forgotten. Every tear has a story, and the tears of Michael carry promises within them. My tears are not only for warning, they are for blessing. They fall because of what heaven longs to give you, because of the future that has been prepared, because of the goodness waiting just beyond the shadow. When heaven weeps, it is not despair, it is intercession. And intercession always carries hope. The tears I shed are not signs that all is lost. They are signs that all can still be gained. They are proof that even now, even in this moment, mercy is alive, hope is near, blessing is possible. Heaven cries not because it is too late, but because it is still time. Beloved, do not miss this truth. Within the tears of warning lie the seeds of promise. Every drop declares, if you listen, joy will come. If you believe, blessing will follow. If you do not skip, you will rejoice forever. That is why my tears fall, because I see the blessing that could be yours, and I long for you to receive it. I see a vision of a field. The soil is dry, cracked, barren. Nothing grows, nothing blooms. But then tears fall upon it, gentle drops, steady drops. Slowly the soil softens. Slowly the cracks fill. Slowly life stirs beneath the surface. Soon green shoots rise, blossoms appear, fruit begins to grow. Beloved, that barren field is your life, and these tears are the rain that will bring it back to life. If you receive the message, if you honor the cry, then the promise hidden in the tears will bloom. The promise in the tears is peace. For too long your heart has been restless, tossed like a ship in the storm, searching for calm but finding none. Heaven promises that if you listen, peace will come. Not the fragile peace of the world, easily broken, but the deep peace of heaven that anchors even in storms. My tears fall because I see that peace waiting for you, and I beg you not to skip the message that will lead you to it. The promise in the tears is restoration. What was stolen can be returned. What was broken can be mended. What was lost can be found. Heaven does not weep because it is finished with you. It weeps because it is not finished yet. The story is still being written, and the next chapter is filled with restoration. My tears fall because I see that chapter, and I want you to reach it. The promise in the tears is joy. Yes, sorrow may last for a night, but joy comes in the morning. The morning is near, the sun is rising, the shadows cannot last. Heaven's cry is not that you will forever be bound to pain. It is that you must endure just a little longer, hold on just a little tighter, believe just a little stronger, and joy will come. Beloved child, let these promises wash over you. Peace, restoration, joy. These are the gifts hidden in my tears. This is why I beg you not to skip this message. To skip it is to skip the promises. To ignore it is to ignore the blessings. To dismiss it is to dismiss the very answer you prayed for. Beloved child, there is still more hidden within these tears. For tears are not only water, they are prophecy, they are promise, they are the language of heaven's love. Every tear is a seed of something greater, and if you do not skip this message, those seeds will grow in your life. The promise in the tears is clarity. For how long have you wrestled with confusion? How often have you asked, what is true? Who can I trust? What path should I take? Confusion is a fog the enemy uses to keep you from moving forward. But heaven promises that clarity will come if you listen. My tears fall because I see the fog lifting, the path clearing, the signposts appearing. Soon you will say, "Now I see. Now I understand. Now I know where to go." This is the blessing of clarity hidden in mercy's tears. The promise in the tears is strength. You have felt weak, worn out, weary from battles you did not choose. You thought you could not go on, that you had nothing left. But heaven promises that if you believe, strength will rise in you again. Not borrowed strength, not temporary energy, but the strength of God Himself, steady and unshakable. My tears fall because I see you standing when you thought you would collapse, running when you thought you could only crawl, finishing the race when you thought you could never even walk. The promise in the tears is freedom. Chains you thought were permanent will break. Addictions you thought would always haunt you will fall away. Fears that gripped your nights will lose their hold. Beloved, the tears I shed are filled with the promise that freedom is near. If you do not skip this message, if you open your heart to mercy, you will step into a life you never thought possible. A life unchained, unburdened, unafraid. I see another vision. A prisoner sitting in a dark cell, staring at the ground. The door is locked, the walls thick, the chains heavy, but then drops of light fall like tears, glowing, golden. Each drop hits the chain, and the metal weakens. Each drop hits the lock, and the rust breaks. Soon the chains snap, the lock falls, and the door swings wide. The prisoner walks out free. Beloved, that prisoner is you, and these tears are your release. The promise in the tears is also healing. Not just of the body, though heaven can heal sickness and disease, but deeper still, healing of the heart, healing of the mind, healing of the soul. The wounds you carried from betrayal, the scars you hid from others, the memories that haunted you in silence. Mercy promises they will not define you forever. Healing is written into your future. My tears fall because I see your scars turning into testimonies, your pain becoming your strength, your story shifting from tragedy to triumph. Beloved child, you must understand, none of these promises are distant. They are close, they are near, they are here, waiting at the door. All that is required is that you do not skip the message. All that is needed is that you say yes to the mercy carried in these tears. To skip is to close the door on blessing. To receive is to open the door wide to peace, clarity, strength, freedom, and healing. Do not walk away now. Do not silence the promises. Do not trade the blessing for distraction. Listen, believe, receive, and the tears that fall now will water the seeds of joy in your life tomorrow. Beloved child, let me seal this section with the final truth. The tears of Michael are not only signs of sorrow, they are contracts of promise. Every drop that falls carries heaven's guarantee that blessing will follow if you do not skip this message. My tears are not wasted. They are evidence that the promises of God are alive and pressing upon your life even now. The promise in the tears is protection. You have been surrounded by threats you did not even see. Enemies smiled to your face while sharpening knives behind your back. Yet the hand of God has covered you again and again. My tears fall because I see how much worse it could have been, how much danger was avoided, how many schemes were canceled because heaven intervened. And I promise you this, if you keep listening, if you refuse to skip, protection will continue. Angels will surround you. Light will guide you. Shadows will not swallow you. The promise in the tears is destiny. You were not born by accident. You are not living without purpose. You carry calling, assignment, design. The enemy tried to distract you, to drown you in lies, to bury you in fear. But heaven's tears declare, your destiny still stands. Your future is still secure. Your name is still written in heaven's plan. My tears fall because I see what you are meant to become, and I long for you to step into it. The promise in the tears is joy unshakable. Not the shallow joy of moments that fade, but the deep joy that anchors the soul. The kind of joy that sings in the storm, that smiles in the fire, that rests even when the world shakes. That joy is yours if you listen, if you believe, if you refuse to skip this message. I see a vision of a crown placed upon your head. It shines not with gold, but with light. Each jewel is a promise fulfilled: peace, clarity, freedom, healing, destiny, joy. And I hear heaven's voice saying, this crown belongs to the one who listened, who believed, who honored the tears of mercy. Beloved, this crown is meant for you. Do not walk away from it. Do not skip the moment that secures it. So let me end this section with words you cannot ignore. The tears of Michael carry promises. If you skip this message, you forfeit them. If you receive it, you inherit them. Do not skip. Do not delay. Do not walk away. The promises are real, the blessings are near, and heaven longs to give them to you. Beloved child, the moment has come when my voice must rise to its strongest cry. You have heard the warnings. You have listened to the mercy. You have felt the cry of heaven. You have seen the promises hidden in my tears. Yet the decision is not yet sealed. You still stand at the threshold, and so I must beg you one last time, do not skip this message. This is not repetition for the sake of noise. This is repetition for the sake of urgency. When something is spoken again and again in heaven, it is because the matter is eternal, the weight is immeasurable, and the danger is too great to be ignored. This is your last plea, beloved. My sword is set aside. My knees are bent. My tears are heavy. My words tremble with fire and love. Do not skip this message. I see a vision of a flame flickering in the night. The wind blows hard, and the flame bends, almost extinguished. Around it, darkness presses, eager to swallow it whole. But the flame clings to life. That flame is your chance, your moment, this very prophecy. My plea is that you guard it, receive it, let it burn in your spirit before the wind blows it out. Do not let distraction extinguish it. Do not let the enemy snuff it out. Do not let unbelief stamp on it. Beloved, I beg because I know what regret looks like. I have seen the faces of those who said, later, and later never came. I have heard the cries of those who said, not for me, only to discover too late it was meant for them all along. I have watched as mercy's door shut, leaving outside those who thought they would always have more time. My plea is not empty emotion. It is the cry of one who has seen what happens when heaven's words are skipped. And yet, even in my tears, I see hope. For the gate is still open, the window is still wide, the invitation still stands. All that is required is your yes. Not a complicated ritual, not a long speech, just a simple yes in your spirit. A whisper, I believe, I receive, I will not skip. That yes is enough to shatter chains, silence lies, and summon angels to surround you. Beloved child, I beg you to understand, this may be your last clear chance. I do not say that to frighten you without cause. I say it because the Spirit presses it upon me. Heaven's warnings are not endless. Mercy's opportunities are not infinite. There comes a moment when the cry ceases, when the tears dry, when the plea ends. You are standing at that moment now. I see a vision of a great book closing. Its pages are filled with opportunities, warnings, invitations. Many pages are turned, many chapters passed. Only a few remain, and the cover is almost shut. My tears fall because I know how close you are to the end of this chapter. My plea is simple. Write yes on these final lines before the book closes. Beloved, let me tell you with love that burns. Ignoring this message will wound you. Skipping this prophecy will break you. But listening will save you. Believing will bless you. Receiving will crown you. This is the last plea of Michael, the warrior made weak with tears for your sake. Beloved child, the final words must now be spoken. The tears have fallen, the plea has been made, and now the prophecy must be sealed. This is the closing declaration, the last sound of heaven's cry before silence comes. Heaven says, the time of mercy is now. The moment of decision is here. The secret is about to be revealed. The truth is about to shine. The door is about to close. These words are not suggestions. They are decrees written in heaven's scrolls, stamped with heaven's seal. Beloved, hear me. You are chosen. You are loved. You are seen. That is why this message found you. Why these words press against your spirit. Why you cannot ignore them. This is not coincidence. It is divine design. You were marked for this prophecy. You were meant to hear it. You were destined to respond. I see a vision of you standing in the center of two paths. One is dark, wide, crowded, filled with noise and laughter that hides sorrow. The other is narrow, glowing, filled with light and angels. The crowd urges you toward the wide path, but heaven's voice whispers, "Choose the light, choose the narrow way, choose life." This is the closing prophecy. You must choose. Beloved, let me speak blessing over you now. If you say yes, peace will flood your heart. If you believe, strength will rise in your soul. If you listen, joy will crown your days. The tears I shed will be turned into songs of celebration. The plea I made will transform into praise. Heaven itself will rejoice over you. But let me also speak warning one last time. If you walk away, if you dismiss this as noise, if you skip what heaven begged you to hear, then sorrow will find you, regret will cling to you, tears will not end. Do not choose regret. Do not choose sorrow. Do not choose to cry forever. This is the last line of the prophecy, the final sound of heaven's cry. Archangel Michael is in tears. He is begging you not to skip this message. If you ignore it, you will regret it forever. If you receive it, you will rejoice forever. Beloved child, speak your yes now. Whisper it. Declare it. Seal it in your heart. I believe. I will not skip. I receive the mercy of heaven. I welcome the truth. I walk in the light. That yes is enough. That yes saves you. That yes is your victory. And so the prophecy is sealed, the plea is finished, the tears have spoken, the declaration is complete. Heaven has cried, and heaven has promised. Now the choice is yours.